Hello everyone and welcome to the beautiful surfers paradise on the Gold Coast of Queensland. This is the Australian Surf Rowers League Navy Series. Coming up today, 7 fantastic races in the Lucky Smart Snacks. My name's Pete Murray and joining me is former Ironman and now current boat sweep, Grant Wilkinson.
Hi Pete, great to be here. State of Origin format today, New South Wales versus Queensland in head-to-head match racing. Should be very exciting.
As always, great battle between the states in all sports, but today it is about the rowing. New South Wales Race 1 will be the under-23 women Melissa Ireland, Angie Smith, Kate Marsh, Vanessa Wright and Mark McDonald.
These guys are out of my home club at Allura. Watch for them. Made every final last year in under-23 women. One to watch. The
Queensland team in the under-23s, we've got Rachel Widdows, Renee Widdows, Nikki Cook, Elspeth Thorpe, and the sweep is Leon Widdows.
These girls are phenomenal. They've only all just turned 16. They actually had to wait until they all had their 16th birthday. They've got another 4 years in the under-23 division.
Well, one of the big phenomenons over the last couple of years has been the amount of female participation in our boat rowing. And here we are underway. New South Wales versus Queensland.
Here we are on board with my home crew, Allura, jumping in the boat here. They've just got to negotiate this shore break. Just clear this little wave and then it looks like... Oh, Queensland just been hit by that one. You see the boat fill up with water there. The sweep's going to have to hit the pumps to empty that boat out. But looks like New South Wales clearing out to a nice handy lead there.
Yeah, the New South Wales girl from Allura, they're based in the Cronulla Sutherland Shire, doing a super job as they just get over the top of this next wave. But all interest now on the Queensland crew. Bad start, but they are coming back, Grant.
Yeah, the girls from Tannin Sands are a class act as well. Interestingly, Tannen's got 3 crews in this State of Origin series for Queensland, so very good, strong club, very good boat rowing heritage up there, and they won't take too long, and they look like they're starting to peg back the New South Wales girls now.
Yeah, the Tannin Sands girls, based about 500 to 600 kilometres north of Brisbane, up around Gladstone, so a lot of travelling each week in, week out for these girls, but today, representing Queensland, they're proud in the maroon.
And it looks like Allura has just started to open up a little bit as they've cleared the back of the break there. We're on board with them now just as they're coming into the turn. You can see the girls are setting up for the turn now. The inside 2 will dig their blades in. Sweep Mark McDonald really pulling on that oar now to spin the boat. You see how quick the boat spun around, 2 strokes, and they're out of there onto the first runner.
Well, looks like New South Wales got a good 2 to 3 boat length over the Queenslanders, but it's a long race. Anything can happen, as we've seen in our other races throughout the series, Grant. The way back home, very, very important to pick up a runner very early.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And it looks like there's a few little swells building up here, so it could be interesting. The New South Wales girls have to really work for this one now, pulling over it. Nice work.
Yeah, business end of the race. You see the girls worked hard. They have a bit of a rest now coming down the wave, and then they put the paddles back in the water and they start stroking once again. But the Allura crew, absolutely perfection from start to finish here. They look like they will claim race 1 in the under-23 women's here at the State of Origin battle.
And Mark McDonald will keep them rowing. He'll keep the girls rowing all the way to shore here. There is no way he'll want anything to go wrong and for Queensland to come back.
Well, New South Wales now, our bow 1 position. The girl at the front of the boat will jump out of the boat shortly and make her run up to the beach to claim victory for New South Wales. Grant, a great row by the Allura girls.
Exactly right. Allura girls, as I mentioned, made every single final at every carnival last year, and they're following that up with the win earlier this year in another interstate series. They've followed up now with a win here as we see Queensland come across the line.
Okay, so race 1, New South Wales 1, Queensland 0, but a long way to go with 6 races. And we look at some of the highlights from race 1, the under-23 women.
And you can just see the bow pair here as they lift over this wave. They come up out of the seat. You see how technical it is. They've actually got to go up, and the same with the Tandem girls. They've got to find the water and then control their downward drive. Girls just finishing off, doing a nice job here.
Well done to the sweep there, straight into shore, and smiles for the victors. That is New South Wales, 1 up in our Lucky Smart Snacks State of Origin series here at Surfers Paradise.
Okay, Mark, got off to a pretty good start.
Yeah, they got away well. Nice quick in and away. Beat the shorey, so it was good.
So what's the strength of the team?
They're very experienced. They've done a lot of rowing. Like they've been rowing for 5 years, the girls, which is a fair bit for under 23 girls. They're good in surf. They can handle these sort of choppy conditions. Just very aggressive. They're aggressive in the right times.
How's the pressure here?
It's a fair bit actually. New South Welshmen don't like losing to Queenslanders, and I just said to the girls, I don't care if any other state beats you, it doesn't matter, but don't let the Queenslanders beat you. You can't lose up here.
Congratulations to Mark McDonald from New South Wales, who took out race 1 in the Lucky Smart Snacks State of Origin Series. Queensland in second place. Race 1 down, Grant. Some big races still to come.
Yeah, it was a great start for New South Wales. Brett Main, the manager for New South Wales, laid down the ground rules to all crews last night. They have to win.
Okay, race 2 will see the under-19 men, and representing Queensland, Steele Davis, Jacob Manitsky, Isaiah McGarrow, Reed Bly, and the sweep will be Tony Davis.
This crew again from Tannum Sands, again big travel for these guys, but they're up to the task.
New South Welshmen come out to play as well. Jordan Scott, Kurt Gray, Shane Thielen, Christian Adams, and they're swept by Peter Scott.
These guys out of Corrimal, just south of Sydney, they're a very talented crew. It should be a very tight race here.
Well, head-to-head racing we're seeing all weekend here at the Australian Surf Rowers League Navy Series. And here we go, the under-23 men, New South Wales versus Queensland.
And we're just with Tannum here, same thing. Get the boat set, all get in together and get the power on through the legs and just try and negotiate that shore break. Looks like Tannum have got a good start and Corrimal have actually held back waiting for a wave to break, but that could have given Tannum Sands just that little edge that they needed.
As a sweep yourself, Grant, what is the advantage of holding back at some stages? You see a lot of sweeps do it.
Yeah, it's a judgment call on the shore break. There's no use getting the 4 rowers in the boat and starting to row if you're just going to go head first straight into a wave. Sometimes you're better off just waiting for the wave to break, then jumping in and going. But here, the Corrimal boys, they could have just given Tannum Sands and Queensland just that little bit too much of a start. We'll wait and see if they can get them back.
Great footage there of the Surfers Paradise CBD in the background. A great place for boat racing up here on the beautiful Gold Coast, Grant.
Yeah, we don't get to see a lot of races down here at Surfers Paradise, so it's great to see them back here, right in the sort of the forefront of surfers, and there's a huge crowd on the beach, so it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great to see the development of boat racing over the years. It's not just about the open categories we saw earlier on, the under-23 women, the under-23 men. We even see now the under-19s coming out and being part of the rowing festival as well.
Yeah, well, these under-19 crews here, they'll be chomping at the bit. They would have loved to have an opportunity to represent New South Wales and Queensland, and right up until that last stroke, they'll be going for it as hard as they can.
Yeah, both crews now approaching the wave zone area. Very important here for the sweep to try pick up one of these small swells that would possibly turn into the wave of the day for the athletes.
Yeah, it looks like Tannum here representing Queensland. Just a nice cruisy ride into shore. They won't sort of want to take it too easy, because if they lose it right on the shore, I'm sure the Corrimal guys, New South Wales, will be straight onto them, but it looks like an easy row in here.
Yeah, the instructions from the sweep. Let's go, boys. It's right to the sand. So it's been a convincing win in race 2 for the under-19 men at the Lucky Smart Snacks State of Origin New South Wales versus Queenslanders. Queenslander gets one back in race 2. So, Grant, it's one apiece.
We always knew they'd come back. It's one thing Queenslanders do is they'll fight to the death. So it's 1-1, and it's up to all the other crews now to try and fight it out.
Okay, we do have 5 more races to come up in our battle of the states here at the Lucky Smart Snacks State of Origin. Some of the highlights from our under-19 male race. It was a crack of a race, Grant.
Yeah, and an exceptional start here from the Tannum Sands guys. They just got in, got away. You can see from the Corrimal, the shot there in the Corrimal boat, they probably had 3 or 4 lengths on them just at the very start, and not making mistakes. Straight into this turn, you see stroke side digging in there, quick turn, and then on a wave to the finish.
A convincing win for the under-19 men. Let's hear from their sweep, Mr. Tony Davis.
The boys had the whole thing. We planned the start, we planned everything else. I said, just get in, we're going to go. And look, they'd start really well. So, once we got in clean and we got out through that bank, I thought these other guys have got to be going quicker, they're going to catch us. So, no, the boys rode really well.
Oh, there certainly didn't seem to be any pressure there in the long run.
Oh, no, look, once we got out there, it was around setting up some plans, and I told them, let's go hard, let's try and increase the lead, which they did. And to finish home, we could have just sat there and tried to run to the line. I just said, let's power to this line, let's get some practice going. And look, they're 2 brand new kids, only been rowing a couple of months. Amazing, The other 2 young fellas, they got 3 years left together as juniors, and I think their futures are, it's going to be some good stuff. So.
Very proud sweep indeed. Tony Davis from Queensland do take out race 2 of the Lucky Smart Snacks State of Origin battle. New South Wales in second place. So Grant, the overall after 2 races, Queensland and New South Wales, 1 apiece. Action Plus coming up.
Yeah, that's right. We always knew it was going to be tight, and that's the way it's turning out here today.
Well, coming up after the break from Surfers Paradise Beach on the Gold Coast, it's our reserve grade cruise here at the Lucky Smart Snacks State of Origin.